What a glorious, glorious, glorious day, or nighttime now. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Classics Oscar Prediction Show, third annual Oscar Prediction Show, celebrating the 2020 Oscar or 2021 Oscars, which, Gwen, the show comes out when?
April 25th.
April 25th?
Oh, yes, April 25th. It's a Sunday night.
So Sunday, April 25th, we get the Oscars. No host, nobody's going. It's here, and we got.
Wait! No one's hosting the Oscars this year.
It's gonna be multiple. It's gonna be multiple locations. They're gonna do it like they used to do in the 30s with New York and LA.
Oh, this is interesting. This
we'll see how it goes. But let me go ahead and introduce the guest today. Of course, ladies first, the co-host and the partner who talks the most shit when it comes to Oscar stuff, who's down for a good argument. Love having her on. My sister from another mister, the better Neff. Please welcome back Gwen Neff. What's going on, sis?
Not much. How are you?
I'm good. Well, we're back talking Oscar stuff.
I'm so excited.
Yes. And of course, right over here, my guy right here, he's gearing up for a very East Coast heavy weekend, him being from New York and all, with Woo versus Woo.
It's going to be...
I'm going to be back to Lunch Crew, back to the Beat Network Crew, my guy Duval. What's happening, bro?
What's goody? Thank you guys for having me here. Dangerette at the bottom. I appreciate y'all. I love the Oscars. I love talking theories. I love talking nomination time and who's ultimately going home with, the trophy.
The big kahuna, the big trophy.
Who's going home with the big trophy? Yeah.
So, I mean, a lot of people think that there it really shouldn't be an Oscar this year because the pandemic screwed up a lot of dates. Yeah. Things got pushed back, still getting pushed back as we speak. And they think, it wouldn't be fair, but I think this is probably the most fair it's actually been given the circumstances as, with diversity really being all inclusive this year, in all the categories. So I feel like this year's category, and we talked about this today in the chat. This year's nominees is obviously we're going to cover the snubs because there's obvious snubs here, but we're talking about certain categories that really got it right for the most part.
I think they're on point. They're on point.
I think they did really well. I think, like you were saying, there were some snubs and some, extreme surprises that none of us were expecting at all coming in.
Yeah.
And I think, like we were talking earlier today, I think the diversity, I think that the new rules that the Academy put in place, with the new board members that got elected to the board, I think you're going to see a huge difference and better things to come for the Academy in the years to come.
Oh yeah, that little.
And I think it was needed. Because a lot of people's complaints were, obviously the lack of diversity and obviously the previous winners and how are these things being selected and how are these things being picked, things like that.
And I think after the hashtag Oscar So White trended for a long time. I mean, let's be honest. That actually turned a lot of people off to the Academy. And then, of course, what happened last year with Kevin Hart when he was supposed to host and all that drama that came out. I mean, we already had COVID going on. We didn't need all that drama too. So
yeah, it didn't really help. It didn't really help matters.
It didn't happen. But I think after the new board was elected in the summer and brought in and the rules were changed, I mean, it's the way it had to go. There had to come change to the Academy. You couldn't go based on the same artsy, dramatic films.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
that only 10 people see.
I take that point with the artsy dramatic films because we do come from an era where those super look how artsy my movie is were the ones that were getting the recognition.
Right.
But even this year, we see movies that are very shot like art pieces, like a Judas and the Black Messiah. Now getting its just due. But I will commend the Academy on this. I feel like this year Hollywood really paid attention. Like there's a change in the climate happening before our eyes. And if you're not catching up to it, you're lost. And I think the fact that the movies that was saying something that was that had a strong point, a very current point that's very reminiscent of what we currently go through now, and those movies got the recognition. Now there's some movies that didn't get the love that needs to be in here, but we'll talk about those in a second. But going back to what I was saying, if diversity is what we seek when it comes to Oscars, even the Golden Globes, they finally got caught up for their bullshit. But if we finally get to the point to where now the climate that we live in now is not being reflected in the art of film, and that those films are being recognized by the proper people to get their moment in time to shine, because really the win is always like I got the win, but to be nominated is a whole different thing. Like, bro, I made it to this list.
It opens the door. I mean, it opens the door. I mean, it completely opens the door. I mean, we can look at Daniel Kaluuya. Sorry, if everyone's pronounced it. Right. Yeah, Kaluuya. If you look at it, he went from Get Out, which is an Oscar-winning film. It's actually an Oscar-winning film. Get Out was an Oscar-winning film for Jordan Peele, for him to go from that and then go to another Oscar-nominated film with Black Panther, and then come to Judas and the Messiah. I mean, big difference where he is getting that recognition.
Daniel's filmography has been so once again, I'm gonna use the word diverse. He takes roles and he gets really good directors, like even Widows by Steve McQueen. I thought
Widows wasn't good, but he was great.
I feel like Widows wasn't great, but his character,
he's great in it. Yeah.
He was so arresting in that. So I agree. Like the type of caliber actors that we get in these nominations, it's going to be really hard, like, honestly, to choose this stuff. Like, like, in my opinion.
All right. So y'all ready to keep this bad boy off?
We can kick it off.
All right. Let's kick it off with Best Cinematography. We have Sean Bobbitt for Judas and the Black Messiah. We have Eric Messerschmidt for Mank. We have Darius Wolski for News of the World, Joshua James Richards for Nomadland, and Fidan Papamichael for The Trial of the Chicago 7. Gwen, you're up. Will win, should win, dark horse. Where we at?
I am going to say Judas and the Messiah will win for cinematography. Should win Trial of the Chicago 7. I gotta tell you, the way that film was during when they were filming the scene with the first riot where they call out Eddie Redmayne's character, and for those that have where that, I mean, just seeing how the riot starts off, what kicks it off, and also the courtroom scenes, how that was shot. I thought that was a big thing for me. And then dark horse, I'm going to say Mank.
Yeah.
All right. Duval, what you got?
All right. Which one should get it?
Will win, should win, dark horse.
I got a feeling Mank is going to slide into the cinematography. I still need to tap in with Mank, but I know what type of feel David Fincher is going for that. And I've seen this type of film excel at an award show like this before. And I just got a feeling that it's gonna swoop in for the cinematography part of it. It will swoop.
You're thinking because of the black and white, that
There's other factors. I got a chance to kind of mess with the behind the scenes of the movie a little bit today, and I was like, "Oh shit! Okay, I didn't even know we was going here with it." Now, am I saying it's gonna sweep the Oscars? No. But cinematography is a different type of award. Like, they looking at camera work and they're looking at, and David Fincher is, come on, man, it's David Fincher. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and give that one to Mank. Now, what's the next one?
Your will win is Mank. Your should win
Judas and the Black Messiah, hands down, for sure. And I don't even need to speak on that. Like, that movie was well crafted, well orchestrated, and the cinematography, beautiful, killed it.
And you're a dark horse. Who gonna sneak up in there and snatch that from everybody?
I'll give that to Trial. Dark Horse could be the Trial. Yeah, I'll give that to Trial of Chicago 7. That was a good movie, by the way. Alice Sorkin all day.
All right. Okay. So my. Okay. Here we go. So my.
Tough.
This is a tough one. My will win. I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna say Mank because unlike the black and white is one thing.
Yeah.
But the way that it puts you back in the era of Citizen Kane and that era and how they were dressing, how things like how movies itself was made at that time. If Mank wins for anything, I'm good with cinematography. The movie's not that great. I'm just saying I didn't love it. It isn't Cheeks.
No, I know.
Cheekage, but I'm just like I'm bored with this. I don't really care for Citizen Kane. But
I think a lot of people hold Citizen Kane at that. And
Mank is a movie to where you have to kind of know Citizen Kane to kind of really get what references are being made, to Citizen Kane. So, but it's shot beautifully. But also, it's not the only black and white movie that was shot. Like, we also had the amazing cinematography in Malcolm and Marie, which was snubbed. This is a snub to me. Yep. But whatever. So my will win is Mank. My should win is Judas and the Black Messiah. We're talking about, I've never watched a movie to where you feel like I'm in the room with these people, and if they find out that you ain't who you say you are, it can be bad for you, bro. And they set the tone. Judas and the Black Messiah. Now, my dark horse, I'm going to go a different direction. I'm going to say No Man Land as my dark horse. And the reason why is that No Man Land is shot to make you feel really not isolated, but more like just cut off from the world as you know it to be.
Right.
Cut off from laptops that like I live in a trailer or some sort of a outdoorish thing. And you feel that. You know what I'm saying? Like how these people bathe and live and eat and how they kind of go about day to day. And
that's how people live in the South.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I'm just saying that.
You know what I'm saying?
Just kidding.
How people live under the tunnel next to the Rio. Here in Vegas.
Right here. So my will win is Mank. My should win is Judas and the Black Messiah. My dark horse will be No Man Land for sure. Let's keep it moving. And let's do best original song. Fight for You by her from Judas and the Black Messiah. Hear My Voice from Daniel Pemberton and Celeste Waits from the Trial of Chicago 7. Husavik from Savan Koticha and Fat Max Jesus. I said that wrong. From Eurovision Song Contest. And Speak Now from One Night Miami from the incredible Leslie Odom Jr. I'll kick it off. Will win. Speak Now. Powerful record. Powerful record. It definitely leaves you in a sense of like it's a reflection of what you just watched, leading up to when the credits are rolling. Which gives me to my should win. Fight for You by Judas and the Black Messiah. Let me tell you something. When this song dropped, and I knew it was dropping, I knew the day it was coming out because I knew the Golden Globe nomination was coming out like that same week.
Yeah,
and it was there, and I hadn't seen the movie yet, and I want to, hear the song. So I played the song. I bullshit you not. I played the song over and over and over.
Good.
All day that day.
Yeah.
This song, after watching. And if you've seen the last 10 minutes of Judas and the Black Messiah, it blends from tragedy, like heartbreaking tragedy, to what happens after. How do they continue on? What happened to the Judas? And then leaves with an image of Fred Hampton doing what he does. Screen goes black, and then hard drums, 70s drums kick in, and that Marvin Gaye sound, it leaves you sitting like, this was fucking amazing. I love that. Fight for You is an amazing record. I love that song. Dark horse though, call me crazy. I'm gonna say Husavik from Eurovision because it's a stupid fucking song, but it's goofy as hell, and it was so dope to hear a song from a comedy that really took it all the way to the Oscars and took it. You know.
You don't think Agatha all along got snubbed? Just playing.
Oh, from WandaVision? I was like,
that shit was a bop. It should be everywhere. It should be nominated for all the awards.
Lulu was singing. Lulu's been singing the Agatha song for like forever.
My God. Terrible. If that would have got a Grammy or something crazy like that, I would have been crazy. That would have been crazy. Anyway, my bad.
No.
D, who's getting your will win, should win?
I think HER. I think her's gonna win that. She gonna win it. Just seeing the love that she received yesterday at the Grammys, the song, the way you illustrated how that song impacts that film. I think when you come down to an original song, most of these things don't even get used in the film, but it's always good to use beautiful music, especially when it's on the soundtrack, which is also a beautiful soundtrack. I think this is the best song to get nominated for said situation. What's the next one?
Should win.
Should win. I'll go with Hear My Voice. Hear My Voice is fine. It should win, but I don't think it will. It won't. I think her got the sauce right now. I think her got the sauce. I'm gonna put my chips on her.
And who's your dark horse?
I want to say the same what you said, but I'm not. I'm gonna do a wild card. The One Night in Miami joint. That's the Leslie Odom Jr. joint.
No, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be the dark horse for sure.
All right.
That'll be a dark horse for sure.
Lady Neff, what you got?
Okay, so I'm gonna go with Leslie Odom Jr. for will win.
Yeah.
And part of it is because my daughter loves him, and I think should win will be her. But I'm very surprised that I thought that Diane Warren and Laura Pausini were nominated for their song.
Yep.
No. The song from
I could have sworn they were nominated for best song.
It didn't get in. I'm so happy. Anything from the movie music with Sia. I watched it and I was like, what the fuck am I watching? This movie's god awful. God awful.
Lo Sin, yeah, from The Life Ahead. That's from Lo Sin. That's The Life Ahead. That's actually Laura Pausini and Diane Warren.
Oh, all right. So that's your should win.
That would be that's gonna be my dark horse. I think it's gonna be will be Leslie Odom Jr. because he's got the double nomination for One Night in Miami. Right. We already know he ain't gonna take it for supporting actor. So he might get the love for song. Right. Now the reason why I'm saying dark horse for the Diane Warren and Laura Pausini song is because it did win the Golden Globe.
Right.
And Warren has been nominated in the past few years. Her last nomination came with Lady Gaga. And I think that she was robbed for that. I mean, that year was the year that Sam Smith won for James Bond.
Yeah.
So I really truly think that it's going to come back to Warren. That Diane Warren's going to take it again.
Right, and we asked the Cine folks from the Facebook page. We did post the nominations, and so for the best original song, by a landslide, "Fight for You" is what the people are picking. Mm-hmm. It's hard. You can't deny that song, man. That song is so gumbo, so gumbo.
It's the Academy Awards, yo. That's why these things can happen. You may think.
The thing is that with the Academy, you expect the popular song I mean, we're not going to use.
Don't get it.
Yeah, the popular song, because everybody was expecting Frozen 2 last year to take it with Into the Unknown.
Yeah.
And personally, if they would have had the guy from Panic at the Disco perform it instead of Adina perform Into the Unknown, I guarantee you that song would have probably won it with that version. But you can't go with the popular anymore, especially again, we're going back to diversity.
Right.
They're gonna go back to, I wouldn't be surprised if the same thing happens with what happened when Once won. Where everybody was expecting, I can't remember what the big song was at that point, but all of a sudden the song from Once won and everybody was like, who, what, when,
like
where,
it'd be
why?
Like that. I'm used to that though. I'm used to that when it comes to the Academy, or even when it comes to the Grammys, to just be like, huh? Like,
what did you say?
This ain't in my rotation. Like, what? Yeah. So
but as far as what we got, as far as the music, like we got some really good music for sure.
Yeah.
But you did give a good segue to the next category, and it's so funny because I just got a phone call from my girlfriend's on the phone. Hey, Anika. See, Anika's on the phone, y'all.
Hi, Anika.
Hello.
So, and this is her favorite part because we're about to do Best Animated Feature Film. All right, so Best Animated Feature Film. And this nominations list had me like, okay, weird, a little bit, but all right. Best Animated Feature Film, we have Onward, we have Over the Moon, we have a Shaun the Sheep movie, Farmageddon. Never fucking heard of that shit, but Soul, and we have Wolf Walkers. Neff, Lady Neff, you go first. She'll win, will win.
Who's gonna win is gonna be Soul. Who should win is Soul. and your dark horse is actually gonna be Onward.
It's Pixar versus Pixar.
It's Pixar versus Pixar. The other three are gonna be out of the other three are not gonna slide it in. I mean, we want to talk about a snub here. If we want to talk about a snub here, believe it or not, is you've got Croods 2 in the original cast.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Stage all day. Let's go.
Oh my God.
Stop it. You know what? I thought somebody was going to say so. I'm so glad you said something. Oh, man. First off, I'm mad. Your Onward don't even need to be on this list, to be honest with you. Let's keep it 1,000.
The thing is that again, for the animated films this year, it was very hard to pick something, because as soon as the pandemic hit, yes, I was extremely thankful for Disney Plus to drop Onward, because I was like,
that was a lucky move for them.
Jesus for dropping it. But at the same time, you look at what you had out. Now, for me, Onward and Soul, I saw both. I really liked Soul. Onward Onward was very sad. But again, it's going to be Pixar versus Pixar. The other three films are just, sorry. Thank you for being nominated. Take your certificate of participation.
Hey, we got y'all. Hey, get Farmageddon in there.
All right. So your
Calling gnomes in there real quick.
Your will win the Soul. Where's Sonic at? No Sonic in that joint.
I'm not even gonna say nothing, bro. I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut. But I love that she said Croods too. Speak up for Croods, man. DreamWorks don't get no love.
Okay, whatever. All right, look. So your will win the Soul, your should win the Soul, and your dark horse is Onward.
Yep.
All right. D's on you.
What will win is Soul. What should win is Soul. Let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it real. But I'm gonna say, even for a dark horse, even if there was a slight chance that a dark horse situation might take place, I'll go ahead and give it to Onward. But we all know that's not gonna happen. Soul is gonna get that. So
nobody's giving Shaun the Sheep no love out here.
Yeah.
Shaun the Sheep ain't getting no love, bro. I'm sorry,
He
man.
just needs to go home. It's okay.
Wolf Walkers, I ain't even seen Wolf Walkers, and I know Wolf Walkers ain't even gonna get it. I already know. Yeah, Sonic, I'm sorry, man. You deserve to be in this contention.
Now, my snub is gonna be Sonic the Hedgehog. Granted, I know it's not Oscar worthy. I know that. But what the hell is Wolf Walkers? I've never seen it.
Sonic was a vibe.
Sonic is such a vibe.
Sonic was a vibe.
And at that point, we were missing Pikachu too, Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
Shout out to Dave. Dave, trust me, that look at me. Demon Slayer the movie should be in there. We on our anime too. Demon Slayer the movie should be in there. It's the #1 animated movie in Japan, son. You know what I'm saying? Even though it technically hasn't come out in
Japan, we live in America.
It could have slid. It could have crept in there. Like one of the Oscar people gonna say, "We'll throw it in there." You know, throw it in there.
Trust me. My will win is Soul. My should win is Soul. My dark horse is Soul.
Oh.
You can't do that. You can't do your dark horse and Soul. You got to get it. Come on now.
This is a terrible category.
My dark horse is Shaun the Sheep Farmageddon. That
Yo, what if Farmageddon wins? We gonna have that egg on our face, dog.
Yeah, dude, he's gonna be texting us that night and being like, "I told y'all." I
texted him on the Golden Globes. So I would text him. Hopefully, we're watching it. Oh man, if Farmageddon get that, I'm gonna be pissed.
That's what we're looking at. All right, yeah. So, all right. So now to the big ones. Well, we ain't got there yet. We'll get there. Best actress in a supporting role. All right, bunch of snubs here, but we'll go. Maria Bakalova in Borat's subsequent movie film, Glenn Close in Hillbilly Elegy. Fuck out of here. Olivia Colman, The Father, Amanda Seyfried, Mank, and Yoo Jung-yoon with Minari. I messed that up horribly, but you get my drift.
I get your drift, bro. I get your drift. And
kick it off, man.
Yeah. They're going to get that one to Amanda Seyfried. That's who will win. Who should win? I'll go ahead and say Glenn. I'll go ahead and give that to Glenn Close. I haven't even watched all of it. I started it. I need to finish it. But I know what they're going for. And for the most part, the word of mouth has not been bad on it. So
she just got nominated for a Razzie for the same role. Come on now.
That's so weird. She did.
It is kind of weird, but yo, sometimes.
How you know for a Razzie and an Oscar for the same movie? Did you see what I see? Did you see
it's kind of weird, but you never know. It's kind of weird, but you never know. It might not. Maybe the film itself is the reason why, but I think Glenn might pull one up. Dark horse. I'm gonna go with. I'll do Maria Bakalova for Borat.
So your will win is Amanda Seyfried. Your should win is Glenn Close. Your dark horse is Maria Bakalova.
Amanda's gonna get that though.
All right. Gwen.
My will win is Amanda Seyfried.
Mm-hmm.
My should win is Olivia Colman for The Father.
Mm.
And my dark horse is actually going to be Glenn Close for Hillbilly Elegy. And the reason this is my reasoning on Glenn. She has not won, and she has been nominated multiple times. And I think that after she got robbed for her role 2 years ago by Olivia Colman, the Academy might say, "Here, Glenn, this is your consolation prize."
And I honestly think that's usually what happens. Like, they usually do that. Like, they honestly will give you the award and you be like, they weren't even that great in that movie, but okay, I guess.
Yeah, but I truly think, and Duval and I, we were talking about this before, and I will bring this up in when we're talking about Best Actress.
Yeah.
I made the comment to Duval. I made the comment to Jay that 2 years ago when Gaga and Glenn Close were nominated, I said they're going to split the vote, and I said, Olivia Colman's going to come in and take it for the favorite. And I kid you not, Jay texted me that night when Olivia Colman won because I called it. I mean, I had my favorite at that point. I wanted Gaga to win. And all of a sudden, here comes Olivia Colman and split the vote. And I truly think that Glenn could do that. I truly think, in a sense, Glenn could probably do that. But no. I think
you got no faith in Hillbilly Elegy.
She'll win the Razzie. We'll give her the consolation.
She'll get a Razzie.
So all right. So my will win, my personal choice, my will win is Maria Bakalova for Borat 2.
Right. Which is funny.
She is incredible in Borat 2. Like the fact that she took it there. Like she really took it there with the Giuliani thing, like
she was with the shit. You know, she was the shit. Giuliani was with the shits too.
Giuliani was with all the action. He's with the fun stuff for real. You know what I mean? So that's crazy. But yeah, my will win is Maria Bakalova. My should win. I'm gonna say Maria Bakalova because my dark horse is Glenn Close, and the reason why Hillbilly Elegy is a shit movie. It's god awful. I'm telling you, it's god awful. I'm gonna watch you ever watch a movie and it's so to you? You look at it with a uber stiff. It's like
that's a Netflix movie. Am I correct?
It is on Netflix. It is on Netflix, but
but it's a Netflix. Straight for Netflix joint.
No, right? it was made for theater and then Netflix bought it.
Okay, got you.
Corona package that everybody was doing. You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is that the casting that you had for that film and the director that you had, it should not have been as bad as it was. I mean, you had Amy Adams in there, and you have you have Oscar-winning director Ron Howard, and then all of a sudden, and then he presents this to you, and you're like, "What the hell? What are they doing?"
Yeah, and that's my point. Hillbilly Elegy is a horrible movie. Glenn Close, however, is great in it.
Yeah,
she's really good in it. Like
but the thing is that Glenn Close is one of those actresses that she can put on 25 million pounds of prosthetics and 25 million pounds of makeup, but her acting still comes through. And that's what happened with Hillbilly, with Hillbilly Elegy.
She is somebody's grandma and plays it very well. The movie just sucks. You know what I'm saying? And so it's almost like, it's weird to give, like, for me, I kind of feel like if you're great in it, you can recognize being great in it, but the movie that you're great in sucks. Like, man, they kind of bring it down. You know
oh no!
Like we can name plenty of performances. Like, yo, he's great in this movie. The movie's just trash. You know what I'm saying? We can name a bunch of those all day. This is one of them. Like, it's such a bad movie. But,
yo, you're going off on it. I don't think it's gonna be that bad. I'm gonna finish it up. I don't think it's that bad.
Okay, once you watch it, then text us and tell us what you truly thought.
I got you. We all different. We all have different levels of cheeks. I know that. We all have different levels of West cheeks.
He gonna say, yo, Jay, bruh.
Like, for example, I'll give you one example. Like the little things, you said it was full on cheeks. Am I correct?
But fat old dookie butt cheeks.
Check this out. I didn't think it was that bad.
What's your problem?
I didn't think it's not that good, but it's not that bad. Like, it's
to me, I thought that it was like a freaking remake of Seven. If I wanted to watch Seven,
I wouldn't even give it that. Really, it tried.
Get it out.
It tried.
Hold on. Lie. You lie. Your spirit said stop lying, Duval.
It tried. But let me tell you where I kind of was like, okay, the ending, which is absolute, it's a letdown, man. Let's just keep it 1,000.
I was like, okay, I don't get it. What happened?
They killed a guy.
That's all they did. They killed a guy. That's all.
So they killed a guy.
Yeah, but they kind of gave you the thread with the Denzel situation, and it kind of made sense to me for them to end it the way they ended it. That's all. That's where I'm going with it. But it wasn't cheeks. No, it's all right. It's just an eye movie.
It is.
You have
Black China cheeks.
So what I'm trying to say is, if I watch,
you had
stellar cast, beautiful
cast, but still the movie stopped. Because
that's why I brought up little things just to let y'all know. So if I watch this thing, it's probably just gonna be all right to me. I probably wouldn't give it a full cheeks award.
All right, so I went my will win is Maria Bakalova, my should win is Maria Bakalova, my dark horse is Glenn Close. Gwen, did you go?
Yeah.
You went to?
I went first.
Oh, man, see, we get stuck on some shit. All right.
Yeah.
Best actor. Oh, you know what? Let me go to the Facebook trend real quick and see what our Facebook group said about it.
They tapped in too today. I'm so proud of y'all.
I was very happy for it. Very proud.
They tapped in today.
They came through like champs and voted for your boy, and they're awesome for that. So all right, so they decided to go with where's it at?
Shout out to Justine. Justine was like, if they don't pick Chad, I'm gonna blow up the academy. I said, no, baby, don't blow up the academy.
Don't do that, sweetie. Don't do that.
Don't start throwing tables over.
Yeah. You know, sometimes you be like, hey, this is bullshit.
What's going on? This is some shit.
Right, that's what I was gonna do to the Academy when Stallone lost for Creed. I was like,
it hurt me. It hurt me so bad because he was so good in that movie, yo.
Right? I was like,
excellent in that movie. He's excellent.
All right, so it looks like the center folks in the group looks like they went with I really can't find it. Because Duval be posting like a million things a day.
I'm going to calm down. I need to calm down. You know what? I'm going to just limit myself. I'm just going to do 10 postings a day.
I'm just waiting for Friday when you post for Winter Soldier, okay?
I'm done posting for Winter Soldier. I'm done. I'm just going to retire from Marvel.
So with the majority votes, the center folks voted for Glenn Close for him being eligible. Because
I'm trying to tell you, bro, listen to me. A lot of people don't hate that movie. Like they actually like it.
Yeah.
But I truly, like I said, I truly really think she's gonna get it for losing it 2 years ago.
Word.
This is one of them situations where you just get an Oscar for just being around. I know that.
This is going to be the Oscar for part this year.
You put in time.
Like when Leo got it. Leo got it for what? The Revenant. You was like, Brady was better than you in The Revenant. You weren't even that.
No, hold on. Wait a minute. Leo.
No. Leo did great in The Revenant.
Stop it. I didn't say Leo didn't do great. I'm just saying for you to win the Oscar, though, you didn't have to win an Oscar for The Revenant, in my opinion.
So we're moving on to, I believe, is the wildest category this year, and that's Best Actor in a Supporting Role.
Okay.
This became the wildest category based off of the last nomination. 100%. We have Sacha Baron Cohen for The Trial of Chicago 7, Daniel Kaluuya for Judas and the Black Messiah, Leslie Odom Jr. for One Night in Miami, Paul Raci for Sound of Metal, and Lakeith Stanfield for Judas and the Black Messiah. I'll kick this one off. So, first of all, it's hard to ignore the fact and to not at least have it cross your mind that by putting both Daniel and Lakeith to go for the same award in the same category is a weird attempt to cancel themselves out.
I think so. And I don't like it.
I mean, you're right. They are probably going to cancel each other out because if you vote for one, you want to vote for the other. The thing is that you're going to have the same issue that happened with when America, oh my God, film with Bradley Cooper, Christian Bale, Amy Adams, and Jennifer Lawrence. American
Hustle.
American Hustle. When they were up they had to make the decision at that point as to who, because Jennifer and Amy could have gone up for Best Actress. But they ended up deciding to put Amy in for Best Actress and putting in Jennifer for Best Supporting Actress at the time, because they would have canceled themselves out. The same thing with Christian and Bradley. Mm-hmm. That happened. Same exact thing happened with both of them, that they put them both at Best Actor and Best Supporting Actor. With Daniel and Lakeith, you really can't put Lakeith in. You could have put Lakeith in at Best Actor, but based on how
Lakeith is technically your lead of this movie.
He is your lead at this movie, but I really think what the producers of the movie decided is because they knew that he was going to go up against Chadwick. They knew he wasn't going to have a shot. Whereas he has the shot in the supporting actor category.
How about he just get nominated for Best Actor because he's the best actor? I have a problem with this only because who's the lead actor of this film then? Because if it wasn't,
so who's the actual lead?
Because Daniel, I had an understanding that Daniel was playing a supporting role as Fred Hampton. So obviously, Lakeith has to be the star of this movie. It's not the cops. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't understand it. So why would you make them both? They're not supporting the film together. There's one supporting actor and then there's one main actor. I don't like it.
That's where the politics. But see, this is where the politics of the Academy comes into play. Where a film is not a film studio is not looking for who's your best actor, who's your best supporting actor. They're looking for the nomination that's going to bring you. They're looking for the number of nominations. If you truly think about it,
that makes sense on the politic level. You're right. That makes sense on the politic level.
On the politic level, they're not looking for, okay, we got one nomination for Best Supporting Actor. Yay, because that's what happened in the Golden Globes. They got one nomination.
Two.
And then all of a sudden he comes in, and then all of a sudden you come into the Academy Awards, and because Lakeith didn't get a SAG nomination.
Actually, Lakeith didn't get really any.
He hasn't gotten any recognition at all. He's gotten no recognition at all.
He skipped all of that and went right to the big show with the Oscar nomination.
I find it interesting. I
find it very interesting, like that even happened because really you got to think about. Well, let's be real. Who was snubbed in this category?
Eddie Redmayne, because. But at that point, you got to look at. Okay, so let's look at the point. Let's look at the overall cast of the Trial of the Chicago 7. All the backing has been going behind Sasha. Am I correct?
He is your. That's your bread and butter right now. Yes.
Right. You really don't have a star in the Trial of the Chicago 7 because.
But you do have Oscar.
You have Oscar winners in that film.
Mark Rylance was right for a nomination. I would say
Joseph Gordon-Levitt should have been up for a
Yahya Abdul-Mateen is great in this movie, even though he's barely in it. But his small screen time was, brilliant. I would even give Frank Langella as the judge a nomination, and he's a brick in this movie. But
but again, you're looking at the overall cast in that film. They were looking more for the nominations. The film studio again was looking for the number of nominations, not putting their full backing. They were looking more that they're like, okay, we know for sure Sasha's going to get the nomination. We are for certain that Aaron's going to get it for Best Director, which that's a complete lie. That didn't happen.
Right.
And then you knew Aaron was going to get it for original screenplay. But with that being said, now especially when you have two big names. Yeah, Lakeith is not a big name. But the film, part of the issue was the date of release. The date of release on this film was February 28th.
Mm-hmm.
So it just made the cutoff for the nominations for Oscars. The SAG nominations had already gone out and the Golden Globe nominations had already gone out.
Mm-hmm.
But I guarantee you that if the film had been released before February 28th, I think Lakeith would have been in there more than what we saw him.
Perfect prime time drop for sure. My will win. Ooh, this is tough. Okay, my will win. You know, it's hard not to say your will win will be Daniel Kaluuya. Mm-hmm. He's already on the run. Golden Globe took it. SAG, he took it. You know, I mean, he is on the run right now, and he's baking hot right now. So Daniel Kaluuya for sure will win. Should win. Daniel Kaluuya, most definitely. But to not do that should win and will win, you know, like that, it's hard to not look at Leslie Odom Jr. Even though I love him in One Night Miami. Kingsley Benadir as Malcolm X should be on this list. Ellie Gorey as Muhammad Ali should be on this list. Aldous Hodge as Jim Brown should be on this list. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But given what we got, and of course for diversity, you got 3 black men and 2 white guys. Yes, 2 white guys. And I love the recognition. It's beautiful to see. But even that kind of cancels each other out. So my will win is Daniel Kaluuya. My should win is Daniel Kaluuya. If I didn't pick Kaluuya as my should win, I would give it to Sacha Baron Cohen because he's electrifying in Chicago 7. And then my dark horse for this one, call me crazy, Paul Racy. He could be the one that come through and jack everybody's spirit and take that. Sound of Metal is quietly making problems for people, but quietly though, quietly. And they were screaming Paul Racy's name since the movie dropped because he just.
But that's what happened with Moonlight. Moonlight came out of nowhere. It was the year of La La Land. La La Land was taking all the awards. La La Land
almost took their award.
La La Land almost stole the award.
Oh, my bad.
That one lady was like, "Shit, let me put my glasses on."
Shit. Back on.
Faye Dunaway left. Faye Dunaway left. Like, yeah, I'm
gonna go. I'm good. We're good. But no, I mean,
Faye Dunaway left.
You're gonna have.
So that's mine. So will win Daniel. Should win Daniel. Dark horse Paul Racy. Gwen, what you got?
Will win Daniel. Should win. Should win Daniel, and actually, my dark horse is actually Sasha.
Really?
I mean, I think Sasha should win it. I think he was great. I'll be honest, I am not a big Sacha Baron Cohen fan, but watching him in this film, I mean, for me to sit through this film, I thought this film was one of my top 10 in the past 10 years. It was an excellent film. Thought Sasha did great. I thought his role was fantastic. With Daniel, we were talking about his filmography, how his filmography has increased over the years, from going from being in an Oscar-winning film in Get Out to being in another Oscar-nominated Best Picture, Black Panther, and then to come to this. I mean, he is now making his name completely known, and I think that Daniel, in the long run, is going to be one of the ones to watch. He is going to start being on that same level that Denzel is.
He's on his way. He's definitely on his way. Mm-hmm. So your will win is Daniel, your should win is Sasha, and your dark horse is your will win is Daniel, your should win is.
My should win is Daniel. My dark horse is Sasha.
Will win, should win Daniel, dark horse Sasha. Duval, what you got?
Will win, definitely Daniel. Should win. I'll be different. No, Daniel. There's no point. Like, honestly, like I trust me, I like Sacha Baron Cohen more than anybody else. I still got to tap it on Sound of Metal, but I'm looking at this very impressive, display that we got, and I would even throw the should win to Daniel, and then the will win maybe to like Leslie Odom. But honestly, that's just not realistic in my head when it comes to something like this.
It's a stacked category.
It's too stacked. And when it comes down to it, looking at the run that Daniel is doing,
the thing with Leslie, I think part of what is hurting Leslie is, and I'm going to be honest with it, is, and Jay and I were talking about this before you hopped in, was the fact that they included Hamilton in the releases and people, you know, if he was presented for Hamilton, and I'm pretty sure that probably Hamilton was presented to the Academy in some form, but I kind of think that Leslie's getting hurt with that Broadway actor role.
It's messing up his flow.
Well, you know, Hamilton was a recorded play. We agree on this.
Yes.
But also with Leslie and Hamilton being a recorded play, but One Night in Miami is based off of a play. So, you know, even that in a weird way kind of cancels themselves out.
It kind of cancels himself out, but the thing is that with Leslie right now, what Leslie is known for in the act is Aaron Burr.
Yeah.
You know, and until I don't want to say stigma of Aaron Burr, but until he can pull away from that character a little bit.
Right.
And the thing is, I think that is gonna hurt him. I mean, we can really be, yes, this category right now, again, brings back the diversity. You have 3 African-American actors nominated in here with two white actors, which is, you know, fantastic. I'm very proud again of the Academy doing this, but you can, like we were speaking before, you have that possibility of having cancel out.
Right.
You know,
I'll do one crazy then. I'm gonna do this crazy because I really do believe they really watched Judas and the Black Messiah, and they was like, "Yo, this movie is fucking incredible." How can I choose between Daniel and Lakeith? I'm throw Lakeith in there too. So dark horse for me is Lakeith.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Daniel Lakeith.
Now here's my question, because I haven't seen the SAG award, the winners of the SAGs, because I don't think they've been announced yet.
Yeah.
They have. Did Judas and the Black Messiah get the actor for picture, or who got the actor?
It was nominated for best ensemble for sure.
Sure. Which would have been if the best ensemble would have been best picture.
Best picture, basically. But no, but the song was nominated, and Daniel was nominated for best supporting and won. So, and the center folks on Facebook saying by a long shot, Daniel Kaluuya. Like Leslie Odom Jr. is proved to me when I saw him do in One Night in Miami, like this fucking guy can act. Actually, like, I saw him being a great singer. He could really act. I'm like, oh, okay.
Funny thing is I know Leslie from Grey's Anatomy.
Mm-hmm. I knew him from his music. That's how I heard the name. And then I saw him. And then he did a movie last year, or sorry, this year with Sia called Music, and it's god awful. But that's not his fault. He just did what was on paper. But I love watching his rise. I love watching his trajectory. At this point, he's gonna be one of those few that can do it all. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that has something to him for sure. Moving along, where we at with it? We are now in actress in a leading role. Another good snub category. We have Viola Davis with Mom Rainey's Black Bottom, Andra Day with the United States versus Billie Holiday, Vanessa Kirby, Pieces of a Woman, Frances McDormand, Nomadland, and Carey Mulligan, Promising Young Woman. Ladies first, Gwen, what you got?
Andra will win. Should win is Andra. And your dark horse is actually Frances McDormand. Yeah. But I have a theory here. I think you're going to split here. I believe you will split the vote between Andra and Frances McDormand, and Carey Mulligan for Promising Young Woman's going to sneak in.
Yep.
I think that's what's going to happen. Again, extremely diverse cast, diverse category. Viola was great, and Ma Rainey's loved her. Big fan. And I did make a comment that she is starting to catch up with her best friend, her bestie Meryl Streep. Today, Viola Davis was actually, she is now the leading woman, African American woman, that has the most Oscar nominations, beating Octavia Spencer.
Yeah, it's four of them things, right? Yeah, that's an achievement. Go.
So she's going. So she's trying to catch up with her bestie Meryl.
Yeah. Merle.
Meryl Streep.
I'm gonna say my picks would. Oh, so your will win is Andra. Shouldn't win is Andra. But y'all see it. But your dark horse is gonna be Black.
Dark horse is Frances. My dark horse is Frances.
Frances Black Merle.
Mm-hmm. Frances McDormand. Yeah.
Got you. Okay, so to talk about some snubs real quick, Zendaya should be here for Malcolm and Marie. Without a doubt. Like to watch her grow from Disney kid to powerhouse actress. Like, I mean, Malcolm and Marie blew me away. Zendaya should be here. Kristen Milotti should be here from Palm Springs. Killed it. Those are my definite snubs. Now my will win, I'm gonna give you okay, all right, here we go. My will win is gonna be Andra Day. Murders this movie. And not just that, you're a singer, just like Leslie Odom Jr. I know you as a singer. And when I saw, I mean, Lee Daniels made her walk the gauntlet. Lee Daniels got her naked, and I mean naked. Like, I'm doing heroin, getting fucked naked, like naked. And she's singing her ass off. She's acting her ass off. Man, I love the fact that she's so red hot right now in the award circuit. Like, she took the Golden Globe. I think she took the SAG Award too, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. But the movie, while I didn't love the movie, I didn't love it. It's definitely a worth watch. But she is worth every minute you watch.
She's worth
Hell yeah. Absolutely. Andra Day will win. Should win. Call me nuts. Cause I actually like No Man Land a lot. I really do. But Vanessa Kirby for Pieces of a Woman. I'm a 33-year-old man. I do manly things. I go through manly shit. I've never seen a display of what women go through when you deal with a tragedy like losing a child.
Yep.
I was like, yo, my eyes, they're wet. I can't stop it. It's nuts.
And the thing is that Vanessa Kirby as an actress, I actually discovered her on The Crown, playing Princess Margaret. And I got to tell you that the way she does Margaret, she did Margaret and stuff. And because Margaret was a crazy person, crazy woman. I mean, she was nuts. Yeah. And then just to see her in this movie, I think Vanessa Kirby again is going to be one of those in the coming years to watch.
Also another snub. Where is what's Shorty's name? Oh my God. She's the bitch in Gone Girl, but I care a lot.
Rosamund Pike.
Where's Rosamund Pike?
Hopefully gone. I don't want gone, girl. Get the fuck out of here.
I've never watched a movie like, yo, bitch, you gotta die. Death needs to happen to you, and I mean soon. Like,
out of here, Rosamund Pike.
Out of your
shit.
I hear Rosamund Pike and I run the other way. Like
Like you hear the name Rosamund Pike, just skip town, bro.
It's like please go away. No.
Wait, question, Gwen, is Rosamund not there because she didn't meet like a deadline or something, or
no? It was well within the deadline for sure.
Okay.
It had to be.
Yeah, she actually won the gold. She won the Golden Globe for musical comedy. Yeah, for musical comedy.
No,
I just think.
Let me tell you something. I Care a Lot is a wild flick, boy. Yeah. A wild flick, boy, and she murders this joint. I'm like, murders it, bro.
That's actually true. That one's also a Netflix film, but again, Rosamund is always going to be known as the girl from Gone Girl that we all think that she's the crazy person. It's going to take us a really long time. It's going to take us a really long time to get over that.
I believe she has strong mental issues.
She does.
Yo, she was mad tame and what was it? Edgar Wright's movie, At the World's End. And I was like, why are you here? I was mad that she was in something chill. I was like, why are you here, girl? I don't want to see you.
My will win is Andre Day. My should win is, I said, Vanessa Kirby. My dark horse is gonna be a bit of a tie. And sorry, I know we don't do ties here, but between Frances McDormand for Nomadland and Viola Davis. Mm-hmm. And the reason why, call me nuts, because if Viola wins it, Chadwick definitely wins it. Mm-hmm. Right? And it gives you a moment to give Viola Davis a beautiful time to get that Grammy-nominated speech out to really praise Chadwick. Because you know when Chadwick's wife gets the thing, she does her speech. You're crying.
You're crying.
You know what I'm saying? My eyeballs is juicy. You know what I'm saying? Duval, what you got?
What was you gonna say?
I'm sorry.
But I wouldn't be surprised if Viola doesn't do moratorium presentation.
Okay.
On the day of the Oscars, and then that's when she does her. And then that's where you're going to see the
in memoriam,
the in memoriam praise to Chadwick.
Yeah. Okay, that'll be a good look. Who will win? Obviously, it's going to be Soul. No, I'm just Andre Day. I got a chance to watch that film, and once again, we're not putting extra stank on this for no reason. She clearly won that. She won that Golden Globe. She's going to take this Oscar for sure. When it comes down to who should win, I actually would like to see Viola Davis win, actually. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing her win it. That's who should win, in my opinion. It makes for a great story at the Oscars, which I was going to piggyback off you. I'm glad you said that. It will make for a good story if Viola was to get it. And then, obviously, we know Chadwick is primed to get it.
That's a lock. That's a whole lock for sure.
A dark horse. I had a tie between Frances McDormand and Carey Mulligan, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna ultimately pick Carey Mulligan actually because she's getting a lot of buzz for this role that she did in Promising Young Woman. So yeah. And
I haven't seen it yet. Which I haven't.
It was cool. It was all right. It's cool.
I think you're gonna start seeing, especially with the DGAs and the PGAs coming out.
Yeah.
Where the race is going to start tightening at.
Carey Mulligan starting to get a little buzz around that.
Because to really think about it, we really haven't heard from the film critics yet, except for the critic circle that did do their wins and stuff. But you haven't seen New York film critics come out with their winners, as well as the LA Films critics. Right. Vegas hasn't come out with theirs either. So I think that's what you're going to run it. I think that's part of what you're going to run into is that once we start seeing the winners slowly poke out, so to see, I think that's when you're going to start because ballots are not due until the beginning of April, mid-April.
Referring to the Facebook group page, by a long shot, we have Andre Day for United States versus Big Holiday. Followed up with Viola for Monterey's Black Bottom. They're going black this year for sure. It
was a good year. It was a good year for the culture.
It was definitely a good year for the culture for sure. and it's only and it really is it's not just the black face that they got nominated. It's more so what the role was. Like Viola could play greasy. Ma Rainey is greasy. She is dipped in fucking baby oil. You know what I'm saying? She's greasy as shit. And she plays it as such. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I would love to see Viola take it. Because, you know, her in that snot bubble for Fences is like, I would, you know.
It's a snot bubble. Why are you bringing up old shit?
I was here, you know.
Well, and one thing that I wanted to bring up with when you were talking about the snubs and Zendaya kind of thing, I think part of the issue that a lot of people had with Malcolm and Marie was the huge age difference that you have between her and John Washington.
Yeah,
I think that played something into it. But at the same time, she went and won last fall. She won the best actress in a drama for Euphoria.
Oh, Euphoria is a wild show too.
And if you watch Euphoria, exactly,
I'm making sure my daughter ain't watching Euphoria. So trust me, I'm watching Euphoria. You watching what?
I mean,
Kirk Franklin.
Shout out to
Kirk Franklin.
Shout out to the choir. We love y'all too.
But I think the issue that you're going to run into with Zendaya is until Zendaya separates herself from television. Okay, because that's the issue. That's the problem that you're always going to have with the television actress breaking into the movie screen.
Right. I don't think that's fair. I don't think you should do that to Zendaya because Zendaya.
But you have the same issue with Felicity Huffman.
Euphoria is so HBO and so off the chain and so TVMA, and then to watch her be Mary Jane and Spider-Man, she's going in diverse situations. She really is trying. So
she is going in diverse. But the thing is that what the Academy is still seeing her as is they're still seeing her as the Disney kid.
Oh, they say step it up or whatever the fuck she was.
Yeah, whatever the show was that she was on Disney is they're still seeing her as that Disney kid. And until she can completely get rid, which she's done with Euphoria, and Malcolm and Marie, once she gets rid of that, hey, I'm not a little kid anymore thing. That's going to happen.
You don't feel Malcolm and Marie did that? That was a toxic ass relationship.
I mean, I think Malcolm and Marie did that, but I don't think it did it for the Academy.
Okay. No. It did it for me. I was like, Zendaya, you here.
I mean, she presented herself. She was fantastic. But I truly think that with Zendaya, what is gonna have to happen is that she is definitely gonna have to drop that I'm on TV kind of thing. Because if you really think about it, I mean, the same thing happened with Felicity Huffman. Felicity Huffman, she was nominated the same year that she won the Emmy for Desperate Housewives.
Right. I see. You can't do both. You just can't do both.
You can't. You got to say, okay, I'm going to be an actor. I'm going to be an actor. I'm going to be a movie actress. I'm going to be a TV actress.
Hold on, Neff. Hold on. You're right. Let me battle you for a little bit on this one, because I feel like when you're doing like an HBO or a Showtime situation, it's up there. They treat that like the upper echelon of television.
They do treat it like the upper. I'm not going to disagree with you on that.
Yeah,
I'm not going to disagree with you with the upper echelon, because of course you have Little Big Lies with Reese Witherspoon, Nicole Kidman. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, the stars are doing both TV and movies nowadays. For sure.
They gotta get it how they live it. They gotta get it both ways.
Yeah.
But what's going to start happening now as the streaming service, because if you really think about it right now, you're not hearing Paramount or Warner Brothers anymore, or DreamWorks. Your nominations are coming from Hulu, Netflix,
yep,
Apple TV. They're coming from your streaming services.
Shout out to Warner Brothers though. Shout out to HBO Max slid Judas in there. They were like,
Yeah, they're like, push it right in there.
They said, not this year, motherfuckers.
We got gold too.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? I mean, what we're known as.
Perfect point. You are absolutely right. I should not have challenged you that quickly. You're right.
All right,
Netflix is showing their ass. You're right. Isn't Malcolm and Maria Netflix movie too?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
You're right. I think they just counted how many Netflix movies was there, and they said, "Nah, y'all got too much love here. We gotta get y'all."
Well, I mean, let's be real. Like you know the movies that Netflix really care about versus the ones like, well, hey, you busy on Friday? We got this little joint with Damn Sneeders and Anthony Mackie. Yeah. We got heat. No, listen, we got heat. We got John Blaze shit too. But I'm just saying, well, take some time. But best actor in the leading role, not a stat category, but also I called this down like to the T. We got Riz Ahmed with Sound of Metal, Chadwick Boseman, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Anthony Hopkins with The Father, Gary Oldman for Mank, and Stephen Ewan for Minari. I'll kick this off. Obvious snubs. Where's Delroy? Where's Delroy Lindo for The Five Bloods? If anybody should be in here, it's Delroy for The Five Bloods.
I would have put Delroy in there and got Steven out of there. Shout out to look.
No. I'll take Oldman out and throw Delroy in there. Yeah.
Wow.
It had to be said, so I said it.
It's not about an actors category.
Fight me in the comments. I don't care. That's right.
All right. Sorry, Steven. My bad.
Steven
is safe.
Steven there. Gary gotta go.
Gary gotta go. I'm to see you, Gary. God damn.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Best actor. Delroy Lindo's missing from here. Andy Samberg is missing from here.
Palm Springs was dope, by the way. Just to let you know.
I'm going to kind of go on a limb. I'm probably talking a bit too much, but Pete Davidson.
Who?
Pete Davidson, King of Staten Island.
Stop. You can stop the cap. You capping. Stop.
I got my cap on right now. It's not going nowhere. Pete Davidson for King of Staten Island, for him to tell his story this way and still be him, and Judd Apatow is going to be either I'm going to push for the Oscar, at least for the look, or I'm going to make something just mad long because I can do that. But to put Pete Davidson with that kind of script, and I said the same thing for Bill Burr as supporting. Bill Burr is great in this movie, bro.
Bill Burr's
the movie
awesome.
Itself was great. I love
one episode of The Mandalorian. Bill Burr's is awesome.
Oh, he's dope at whatever he does. So those are my snubs for me.
Here's the thing with Andy Samberg. Okay. The thing with Andy, it's the same thing that happened with Zendaya. Andy is a television actor. Andy's always going to be known for his SNL comedy, and he's going to be known for Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be really hard for Andy to break that mold. Think about Adam Sandler. That movie last year, I can't remember. Uncut Gems. That was a major snub. But think about it. Adam is always going to be known. It doesn't matter because he had Punch Drunk Love.
He had Spanglish.
He had Spanglish. Oh my God, that was horrible. But do you see what I'm saying? Is that they're always going to be categorized. They're always going to be categorized into that. They're comedians and they're television actors. They started off in SNL.
We've seen this happen before. We've seen it. It's happened too many times.
It's happened too many times. And again, great for the diversity.
It's also worked. Like, even though Jamie Foxx wasn't on SNL, Jamie Foxx was primarily a comedian. He was a comic actor. Then he got Ray.
Fox and Jim Carrey, technically, if you want to put them in the same.
A perfect example.
Ray. But Ray's the film that set Jamie up to be the dramatic actor that he is.
Right.
Jim Carrey He had Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. He had Man on the Moon.
Yeah, Truman Show too. That shit was fire.
And those were on fire. But again, you're running into, they are always going to be known for their comedy.
At the end of the day, you liar to me. Like, that's what you're going to be. And
yeah, you're always going to be, to me, you're always going to be Ace Ventura. You're going to be liar.
Yeah,
Andy Samberg is going to be always the guy on SNL.
You're Jake Peralta. I understand where you're going. You're Jake Peralta.
All right, so
I see where you're going. Sandberg needs to do more when it comes down to that. What you're asking of the award for him to get that, I don't think Palm Springs is the right example, but it's a great movie. I don't think Palm Springs should be the best actor.
It sets him up on that tone to where he needs to be to get to that stature.
But it sets him on that tone. It's the same thing that happened with Zach Braff and 500 Days of Summer.
Right.
But again, Zach Braff is going to be always known as your comedian. He's never going to be taken seriously as an actor.
He is Scrubs. Like, he couldn't shake.
He'll always be Scrubs.
He can't shake it even if he wanted to.
So my will win is Chadwick. My should win is Chadwick. My dark horse. They're gonna listen. I'm telling you, I want to give it to Riz Ahmed for Sound of Metal, which is a great movie, by the way. But if Chadwick don't takes it, the upset of the night, dark horse, Stephen Ewan from Minority.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Ageism is
already throwing off the balance.
Anthony Hopkins and Gary Oldman will cancel each other out. They're the OGs of the bunch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They both already have one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Riz Ahmed is now coming around the corner dropping bombs like Sound of Metal. Mm-hmm. We got introduced to him during like Nightcrawler and all that. Now he's getting his own thing.
Yeah.
Of course, Chadwick Boseman, may he rest in eternal peace, because that last role we got him, he murdered that shit. Yeah. That's Chad's movie.
Yeah.
And then you got, I believe this is the first Asian Oscar winner for Best Actor.
Yeah.
I can't give you a better headline than that.
Well, hold on. Stephen Yeun. They ain't gonna give it to Steven because Steven's coming from that Walking Dead. Steven ain't got no street cred. And he plays into the same shit.
And he died in the Walking Dead. Come on now.
No, that's that's one of the best episodes of that show, though.
Right.
Man.
In this situation, I won't even throw TV in there, because what's happening with Stephen Yeun right now, it's the same blueprint as technically Mahershala Ali, because technically he came from TV too.
True.
He caught Moonlight, won. Caught Green Book, won again.
Luke Cage, he did that on the whim. He did Luke Cage on the whim. He said, I'm gonna just do it for y'all. I don't even care where it goes.
I'm telling you, go back to what I said. Give me a better headline grabbing my attention. The first Asian man to win the Best Actor Oscar.
It makes for a great story.
It's a great, bruh.
And you're gonna get that diversity.
Like, I guarantee you that the winners on this night, the majority of the winners on this night will be someone of color. I guarantee it. I can guarantee it. That's where we're going with this. So we'll win Chadwick because it's deserved. Chadwick deserves this. We'll win Chadwick. Should win Chadwick. My dark horse, Stephen Yeun.
Okay.
Ladies, Neff, what you got?
All
lady. I'm gonna go with will win is Chadwick.
Mm-hmm.
Should win is Chadwick, but I'm gonna throw a dark horse into you, and I'm gonna say Anthony Hopkins.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I'm gonna say it is the last time that we saw Anthony Hopkins win an Oscar was Hannibal Lecter.
Silence of the Lambs. Yep.
Silence of the Lambs.
Mm-hmm.
He is long overdue. When he went up against Jonathan Pryce last year for the two they canceled each other out. And to be honest, and I think you could probably, because now Anthony is considered as the oldest Oscar nominee. He is the oldest Oscar nominee this year. I could truly see Anthony coming in and taking it because he is loved by the Academy. I hate to say it, but anybody mentions the name.
The oldest man in the world, for sure. So
yeah, well, he ain't the oldest man. He's 83 years old. I mean, Christopher Plummer was older when he won the Oscar. But if they really want to go with the sentimental favorite, you're looking at Anthony. You're going to look at Anthony Hopkins. Chadwick is going to win it. My thing with the whole Chadwick thing, in a sense, it kind of reminds me, and granted, when Heath Ledger died.
Yeah.
And when Ledger died and he won for Dark Knight, I was extremely emotional that night because that role was amazing. Chadwick was amazing in Ma Rainey's, and he killed it, and he truly does deserve it, and that's what's going to end up happening. That's what's going to end up happening on Oscar night. And that's going to be your tribute to a career cut too short.
Absolutely. And well earned, well deserved. D-Mac, what you got?
Man, them Chadwick double max that we putting on, I'm going to continue that trend because you can tell that Chadwick put like his last bit of energy and his last bit of love into that role. And it comes off of the screen exactly the way it's supposed to come off of the screen, bodies it to the point where how could you not give him that award? And we're not doing that because he died. We're doing that because he deserves it. So that's a given. Will win it, Chadwick. Should win it, Chadwick. My dark horse, unfortunately, is really tough for me because I see Gary Oldman there and I see Anthony Hopkins and I'm seeing the buzz that Father is getting. And I truly believe that Anthony Hopkins is such a loved actor that I wouldn't be surprised if they slid that to him. I would not be surprised. Like, it doesn't shock me if they did that.
The thing with the movie The Father is that it hits a really strong point in the Academy because you're talking about Alzheimer's.
Right. It's going to be one of them joints. And I knew what it was when I was looking at it. I was like, oh, okay, I got you.
And I mean, anytime you have a movie with a storyline with Alzheimer's, I mean, think Julia Moore, Still Alice,
yep.
Away with Her, all those anything Alzheimer's related.
Don't hit because Anthony Hopkins is older,
is older, and
so what you're getting is authentic. You're almost getting authenticity with it, It ain't like Anthony is a young man with makeup on. He really is an older actor portraying somebody who is older on screen and going through something like that, battling through a disease of that nature. So it's more compelling for Anthony Hopkins' movie because the product kind of sells itself a little bit in a way.
Right. And the way he interacted with Olivia Colman, I mean, he brought out the best in her in a sense. I mean, Olivia Colman is an excellent actress. And just that's why I said that she was probably going to be she was going to sneak in. So I think you're going to see that. I think you're going to see that with Anthony on The Father.
I think so too. That's why I gave it a dark horse.
Referring to the Facebook page, by a long shot, it's Chadwick Boseman from My Rain's Black Bottom, and you have a follow up behind Chadwick Boseman with Riz Ahmed for Sound of Metal. I mean, let's be real. This is Chad's award through and through.
If Chad don't win it, it's gonna be a problem. But
if Chad don't win it, I think all of us are gonna be showing up at the Academy's office and being like, "What the hell?"
We're just gonna be like,
I can see
let me talk to you for a minute, bro.
I can see Gwen right now sending a text message like the president of the Academy.
No, I'm gonna be on Twitter. I'm gonna be like, "What the? I don't really like what the fuck." That's gonna be my reaction, like, because that's what I normally do. Like, I'm gonna be like, "Okay, did you guys miss something?" I was like, "Did I miss something?"
Fucking no cinema. You don't know shit. All right, so we got our last two left. We go to the Helmers Award for the best director. We have Thomas Vinterberg with Another Round. Well, I didn't even see that even get in there. David Fincher with Mank. Lee Isaac Chung with Minari. Chloe Zhao with Nomadland. And Emerald Fennell for Promising Young Woman. And Duval, I'm going to kick it to you first, but your clear snubs here. Where's Spike?
Yeah, where's Spike Bloods at? Why y'all playing?
Where's Regina King at? Where's Shaka King at?
Yeah, why y'all playing? Why y'all really playing?
Stop playing with me, man.
Hey, why you acting like?
Where's Aaron Sorkin?
Where's Aaron Sorkin at?
Why y'all playing?
Where's my man Aaron Sorkin at?
And I got a theory, and I think Miss Neff at the bottom is going to agree with me on that one. They put cats in this category because they know they ain't gonna win. It's like cancel outs, basically. Like they know another round is not gonna win that. Like that's what I'm trying to
look at this list and clearly tell you're a winner here for sure. But
I don't know. This is a tough one, man, because Promising Young Woman was well directed. It's a good film. It's just
I haven't even seen it yet.
I keep it 1,000 with you. It don't belong in that category to me. Like,
this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be honest with you. You have both Promising Young Woman, I believe, is nominated for adapted screenplay, and Nomadland is taking is nominated for original screenplay. This is what's gonna happen. You're gonna have Emerald take adapted. You're gonna have Aaron Sorkin. It's either gonna be Aaron or Spike for original.
Spike's not nominated.
Spike ain't even nominated, so don't even worry about that.
Yeah. So probably Sorkin's gonna take original screenplay, and then you're gonna have Chloe Zhao come in and take director for.
No, I already know she's getting Nomadland's gonna win director for sure. Like
your will win is Chloe Zhao.
Yeah, Chloe Zhao's gonna win that. Shout outs to Chloe Zhao too, because she's gonna direct Eternals. I can't wait for that.
Should win is who?
Should win, to be honest with you. Just based off the list that I'm looking at, and based off the talks that we had about the diversity and what we're trying to push now, it could be Minari. To be honest with you, it could be. But I'm gonna go ahead and just put Mank in there only because David Fincher is such a good director that you would not be upset if he were to win it. Like you just would not. Like it would not upset you. You'd be like, oh, it's fucking David Fincher. All right, cool. So yeah. And with the dark horse, I'll give the Minari the dark horse. I'll give Minari the dark horse for that one. Yeah. Because it has to be. It only makes sense. But Nomadland's gonna get that. They're gonna get that. They're gonna run that.
Gwen, what you got?
I'm gonna go with Chloe for will win. Should win. I'm going to give it to Chloe. Dark Horse, my thing, I am actually going to give it to Fincher. I'm not going to give it to Minari. And the reason is that you already had, again, we're playing the diversity game right now. Last year, the movie from South Korea. Parasite.
Yep.
The director for Parasite won.
I was gonna say Identity. I don't know why. Identity.
I don't know. I like. Hold on. Let me think about it for a second. You had Parasite. Win last year. You had Parasite win last year. I do not see it going to another foreign. I don't see director going to another foreign film again.
Okay.
I don't see it. I think a lot of people were, being honest, a lot of people were upset last year when Parasite won over Klansman, right?
Yes.
Over Klansman.
Because Klansman got the screenplay, right?
Klansman got screenplay. So everybody was like, okay, Klansman's got it. That means Spike Lee has director.
They ultimately didn't give him that one. That's the one award that eluded him. Yeah. Right.
So I truly think you're not going to see that. You're not going to see that happen again this year with the Academy. My snubs, of course, were Regina King and Aaron Sorkin. I think Emerald Fennell, I really appreciate. Again, I applaud the Academy. First time in 93-year history, you have 2 female directors nominated. applaud to them.
It makes for a good story. It makes for a good story. But
again,
also,
it does make for your good story, but I can see that trumping Asian American actor winning when you have the first female Asian American director winning.
Yeah.
That would be your top headline for the Academy Award. It wouldn't be Yoon. But the thing is, again, is Nomadland was great. Promising Young Woman was great. And Mank was great. But there's really nothing out there that completely stood out except for Chloe.
Yeah. Yeah.
So your will win is Chloe. Your should win is?
My should win is Chloe.
And
my dark horse is going to be Fincher.
Fincher, got it. My will win is Chloe. My should win is Chloe. Nomadland is great. Nomadland is a really good movie, actually. My dark horse, I'm gonna give it to Emerald Fennell. It's the year of the woman, man. It's the year of the strong woman influence. Mind you, I have not seen Promising Young Woman, but I've heard the name Emerald Fennell for like the last 6 months. So I know that she's been talked about in this industry for some time. And you're right. The first time we get 2 women in the same category for best director, when having one in there was like, oh, this is different. Yeah. And while Another Round is a good movie, it's a good foreign language film, you don't need to be here. Minari, in my opinion, is a foreign language film. It's not an American movie. It's a foreign language film. You shouldn't be here. I love David Fincher, but I don't love Mank. You know what I'm saying? Like Gone Girl, that's what you deserve that Oscar. What's Gone Girl? Mank for me. Nomadland is excellent piece of cinema that people really should watch. If you want to feel something heavy, like, damn, my heart hurts watching this. You know what I'm saying? So will win is Chloe. Should win is Chloe. Special with the shout out to Eternals for sure. And should win is definitely Emerald Fennell for sure. And looks like right now everybody's saying Chloe.
Yeah.
But what's really interesting is that you're going to come and see is whatever you see PGA and DGA go for.
Right. Which brings us to the big one. And they really kind of kept it real chill this year with the nominations. And the big one, Best Picture, and it goes like this. We have The Father, Judas and the Black Messiah, Mank, Minari, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, The Trial of the Chicago 7. I'm going to get some snubs out the way. The Fire of Blood should be here. In my opinion, Palm Springs should be here. In my opinion, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom should be here. One Night Miami should be here. Soul should be here, technically. Let's be real about it.
That's animated, though, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, but
Soul could have done the same thing Beauty and the Beast did.
Yeah, we've seen them play this game before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah. They know to give it something, but don't give it all the chips away.
Hold on, just a little bit. So we'll go around clockwise so we can wrap this thing up. My will win. Judas and the Black Messiah. My should win. Judas and the Black Messiah. You know what? I'm not gonna cap y'all. My will win will actually be Nomadland. Nomadland. My should win is Judas and the Black Messiah.
Black Messiah for sure, yeah.
And my dark horse, without a doubt, Trial of the Chicago 7. Yeah. Without a doubt, Trial of the Chicago 7. If anybody's gonna come through here and be on your gotcha bitch moment, it's gonna be the Trial of the Chicago 7. Without a doubt. Nomadland deserves everything it has coming to it. And my personal favorite of this list is Judas and the Black Messiah. I mean, it's a movie that I have put on 6 times just on a random whatever day. Like I just feel like watching it. You know what I'm saying? And I can't remember the last movie that made me feel like that. Like, damn, this is good. I had to watch it again and again and again and again. You know, it's almost like you learn new lessons when you watch it. Like, you know how to probably look to everybody has a Judas in their life or around them. It's your job to figure out how to point that motherfucker out. You know what I'm saying? And I think the movie just shows that, like, sometimes your biggest threat, your biggest enemy can come from within. You know what I'm saying? And it's nuts to me. But Mank was whatever. I've not seen Minari yet. The Father was great. I haven't seen Promising a Young Woman yet either. Fundamental is fantastic. It's a great movie. And The Trial of Chicago 7, man. But yeah, my will win, No Man Land. My should win, Judas and the Black Messiah. My dark horse, without a doubt, Trial of the Chicago 7. D.
Will win, No Man Land for sure. Like, it's kind of already set up to win, you know. But you know, crazier things have happened. But I'm gonna go with the safe answer and go that will win. Should win, obviously, Judas and the Black Messiah all day. That goes without saying. It's just a moment that needed to be captured on film, and I feel like that screenplay and just that movie as a whole deserves a Best Picture. It needs to go home with that. It needs to solidify, you know, what they accomplished.
Even subject matter.
Yeah, the subject matter
was no way they was making a Fred Hampton biopic 10 years ago.
I've seen a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people upset. We got our revolutionaries online. We got our revolutionary, our free woke people. That's not accurate. He don't look like that. This. I said,
you wasn't there, so
just it's still a good.
You wasn't there, so it do not matter. Like there was no way 10 years ago Warner Brothers of all studios would say, you know what? We're making a Fred Hampton movie. Get the fuck out. Are you serious?
No, look, I haven't seen anything on that level since Mario Van Peebles did Panther. And that's a long ass time ago. And that's a fiction. They fictionized the shit out of Black Panther back then in that movie. But this right here just felt like they got the right pulse. Especially anytime my mom is my silent critic. If my mom don't like it, I'll be like, okay, got you. My mom's just like, yo, that was the move. Daniel Kaluuya is on his way. I was like, okay, Ma, I feel you.
That boy's on his way.
He on his way.
Duke said it.
Once Mom say it, I said, bet. Say less. Right. I got you, Mom.
I'm with you now. I hear you. Gwen.
Will win, No Man Land. I'm actually going to go against you guys on this, and I'm going to say should win Trial of the Chicago 7.
That was my dark horse, actually.
And actually, my dark horse is going to be Judas and the Black Messiah. Mm-hmm. Here's my reasoning why I think...
We're not going to attack you. We're not going to jump you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And she was already bracing herself. Let me get my cap.
I was bracing. I was like, acting up. No.
Yeah, I was looking like... Mm-hmm.
Okay. Trial of the Chicago 7. Based on what the political climate is today in our country,
right?
I think is the movie that, and Judas and the Black Messiah shows the same,
right.
thing,
right.
in a sense, but with the way the 7 were treated, and one of them actually died about 3 weeks ago. One of the last survivors from the 7 died. I think this is the movie that is gonna. I think it will actually slip over No Man Land. I think it's great that they're giving. Chloe's gonna take director, but it's gonna happen the same thing that happened with Argo. When everybody was extremely pissed off, me included, when Ben did not have the nomination for director or for actor in there. But he took Best Picture. And I think what's going to happen here is, even though Sorkin has the nomination for original screenplay, I think you're going to see him take Best Picture for Trial of the Chicago 7, just because of what the political climate in our country is now.
Right. 100%. Well, you heard it here first. We just did our Oscar predictions for 2021. It's always fun to talk Oscar stuff. And of course, be with us as we do our experiences of watching the Oscars with no host and nobody's actually there. And all that jazz. Make sure y'all get out there, check out the nominations, check out the nominees for Best Picture. That way, when the show happens, you know who you want to root for. And let me go ahead and get my thank yous out right now. Huge shout out to my home girl, Gwen Neff, the dangerous of the danger Neffs. Welcome back for another Oscar prediction show. Couldn't do it without you, darling. Absolutely. Let them know where they can find you.
Well, you guys can find me on Facebook. I'm the one that always stalks the Facebook page once in a while to make fun of my brother. Just kidding. And also find me on Instagram at gwenneff.com. So,
hey, my guy, Duval Brown, the brownest of the Browns out here. Where can I find you, big dog?
You guys can find me, obviously, anything Beat Network related. I'm going to be hovering around that thing, you know what I'm saying? Especially Back to the Classics, you know, my home base, my base of operations, Cinema Rehab, of course, all new episodes of those. That's going to be dropping real soon. BKLV Negrito, please go to my IG page. I got a nice Linktree link that's going to link you to everywhere that I'm going to be at for the remainder of the year. I even restarted my Twitter. Do I know my Twitter handle? No,
nope.
But it's in that Linktree though.
I was like, BLK Dorito? What?
Hey, the BK Negrito, Ichirito.
One day I was trying to tag you, so I said, "What the fuck is Duval?"
He's not using his real name like a normal person.
Like, and then like, you know, he started wondering like, Negrito, is he Spanish? No, I don't think Spanish.
Hey, true story though. Hey, fun fact, true story. So one girl thought I was Puerto Rican, and I didn't take it as an insult. I said, "Thank you, I'm not," but
it's the goatee.
Well, when everybody looks at me, they're like, because when they hear me speak Spanish, they're like, "What? You speak Spanish?"
Oh, really?
Yeah. See, when you do it, Gwen, it's more like, "Oh, that's pleasant. You speak Spanish, that's what's up." When your brother does, it's like a flex. It's like, I was in Spain, Spain. Shut up, Dave.
My Spanish rules.
When people talking about me, when people are talking about me in Spanish and they don't think I understand, and then all of a sudden I hop in and I speak with my Spanish, and they're like, "Oh, you speak Spanish from Spain?" I was like, "Yep, that's right."
That's right. You know Spanish.
Yeah, I speak real Spanish.
You want to fight?
But I just want to say, yo, to the movie, to our cine folks that was tapping in today on the page. I seen that. I love that. I appreciate y'all. I'll be in the comment section. I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute.
Absolutely. Want to thank all y'all for rocking with us. 2 shows this week, of course. The Back to Classics episode of Exit Wounds with my man Brendan Stevens is out as well. Go ahead and check that out. Of course, so we'll be back next week with a whole other episode of Back to Classics. The Oscars once again on April 25th. Boom. Oscar Sunday. We'll be there hanging out, talking our shit, having a good time. Besides that, have a fantastic week, ladies and gentlemen, and we will see you folks next week. Once again, huge shout out to Queen. Boom. Huge shout out to Queen Gwen Neff and my brother Duval Brown right here. I'm Jay Alonzo. This is Back to the Classics Oscar prediction show. We are done. See you next week. Peace.
Bye.